Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So, I couldn't help myself, I had this on my wish list on Amazon for like 6 months, and I thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to treat myself and buy another new book. We only just started the other book, but anyway. So this one's called Brilliant Maps, an Atlas for Curious Minds. That's definitely describing most of you guys and me. And it's by someone called Ian Wright, not the ex-footballer, I assume, ex-Arsenal footballer. Illustrated by infographic.ly. And the reason I was attracted to this book is because the maps within it are very similar to that series I did a year or two ago about maps for like 4 AM and stuff. There's a lot of really quirky maps, so we're going to have a little look through the book and flick through it, random pages. And I really hope you enjoy the video. I'm quite excited about this. I've wanted to do it for a while. So I'll give you it's quite a good forward. Okay, let's just choose random pages, like we say. I got the book the end of last week, and I just opened the package from Amazon and just to check it was all okay. And then I proceeded to spend about 20 minutes when I should have been at work just reading it, and I thought, oh my god, time's passed so quickly. I get so fascinated. Okay, so how the North American population fits into Africa. So the US population is in blue, the Mexican population is in green, and the Canadian in red. So of the countries of Africa, a ginormous continent incidentally, the 36.9 million Canadians fit into just 2 countries. I want to say this is Mali, and this one I'm not entirely sure, I can't remember. Let me see if I can find an atlas, hang on. It's not Niger, is it? Hang on, let me have a look. No, it's Burkina Faso, this is Niger. So that's Burkina Faso and Mali. The US population of 326.2 million fits into this area. Includes our favourite, Chad. So Chad's here. And this is the Democratic Republic of Congo. Cameroon. No, sorry, Cameroon. This is Nigeria. Nigeria, I think, would be like a massive percentage. It's nearly 100 million, I think. It's projected, oh no, so probably over 100 million already, so that one country is probably about a third. And then they project Niger is going to be one of the most populous countries in the world at some point soon, certainly in Africa, due to the fact that the majority of the population is like under 25 at the moment, and they're having a lot of children. So a lot of these countries are in the list of countries which are going to be extremely populous in the future. Neither of these lists includes Egypt, which is 100 million approximately, as is just above that Ethiopia here. So these would spill the balance. And then the last one, Mexico's 130.5 million, can be fitted into Madagascar. I think these are the Seychelles, South Africa, and a couple of others. So that's interesting. They did the same with Europe as well. So Canada, little old Canada, this is Romania, Bulgaria and Serbia. So the same, I mean, if those three were in a country of footballers, then you'd have a cracking football team, to be honest. But yeah, so those three. The Mexican one is Poland, Czech Republic, Austria, Slovenia, Switzerland, I'm guessing Liechtenstein, and the whole of Italy, and Albania. And I don't know if that's no, that's blue. Okay, I was going to say that's part of France, and that would be weird if that's green. Is it green? Have they miscoloured it? And then the US is Portugal, Spain, France, Germany, Denmark, Finland, Sweden, Norway, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, the whole of the UK. Oh, and the Faroe Islands. Oh yeah, the Faroe Islands are above Denmark, so that's why. Okay, let's skip a couple of pages, have a look at what's next. Ooh, so I talked about the fastest growing population, but this one is the fastest growing religions in each country around the world. So it's divided into countries. And it's got Buddhism. So Buddhism is the fastest growing population religion in Greenland. And then Christianity, so that's in, oh, that's a dark orange, that's a dark purple, though, is that the same? Because it looks like folk. Hinduism is that lighter purple, so that is in Pakistan, curiously. Judaism, can I find a country with Judaism? Probably Israel, but I can't say it's too small. And then unaffiliated, so Mexico and Peru and Chile, Poland, and this one is Hungary, Madagascar, and a couple of others are unaffiliated. So is that unaffiliated? Is that like atheist, they're trying to say? And then other, Kazakhstan, Islam, the rest of the world, so Russia, Islam is the fastest growing religion, as is Canada, as is Australia and New Zealand, India, Iran, curiously, is the fastest growing even though it's a Muslim country. Spain and Portugal are Muslim as well, as Germany and Austria. Yeah, folk. That's a weird one. So folk religion. Like, I get Brazil because I studied about the history of Brazil. There's a lot of like pseudo religion there. So they say that they will be Catholic, but then actually they incorporate some things like voodoo and witch doctors and things into part of their religion, so I get that is the case there. But in France and Britain, folk? Curious, I don't know what folk is. Someone want to put it in the comment section to help me out then, please do. Okay, next up. Ooh, okay. Nuclear versus non-nuclear countries. So if I don't even look at this first, we just look at generates nuclear power is in green and does not generate nuclear power. What we should find when we look at Europe is that France really use a lot of generate a lot of nuclear power, whereas the UK and Germany and other countries around them tend not to. So France has a lot of nuclear power plants, but the rest of the surrounding countries and those in Western Europe didn't go for it as much. That's what I'm expecting to see. Should we see if that's correct? No. I'm glad I'm wrong. So it's got France, but it does say Germany and the UK and Spain generate, or maybe it just generates nuclear power at all. I think we've got one nuclear power plant in Britain, but we don't rely on it. We prefer other forms. I think we are switching a lot to things like tidal and wind energy a lot quicker than we would ever have gone for nuclear energy. Russia, obviously, Sweden, Canada, Mexico, the USA, Brazil, Argentina, South Africa. But for example, like Denmark doesn't have any, neither does Ireland, Iceland don't need it, they got geothermal. Kazakhstan doesn't have any, which is curious. Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, Mongolia, so China does, India does, Pakistan does, Iran does. Lots of countries in sort of in eastern part of Europe, so Romania does, Bulgaria does, Czech Republic does, Hungary does, Slovakia does, and then Australia and New Zealand don't. Neither does Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam. So that's Thailand, that's Myanmar. Thailand, Vietnam. There's an asterisk. Oh, in 2018. Okay, we'll see. Okay, next map. Oh, I think Wales is going to be on this list. This is place names with more than 20 letters. Oh god, yes, I found Wales already. Llanfair Pwllgwyn, Gill Gogerach Chwyrn Drobwll Llantysilio Goch, 58 letters. I think there is one place in the world that beats it. Ooh, 85 letters in New Zealand. Let's give that a go. Tau Mata Waka Tangi Hanga Ka Awo Wata Matea Turi Puka Kapik Emaunga Horon Uku Pokai Wenwa Kitana Tahu. And from the US, 31, oh no, sorry, 45 letters. Canadian one is 31. Pek Wach Namai Koskwask Wai Pinwanik. And from the US, Cha Gogagog Manchua Gogagog Chao Buna Gunga Maug. And then we've got 23. Oh, what country is that? Suriname, or is it Guyana? Oh, it's Suriname. Olaf Hankelake Hades Plain. It's in Dutch. And then Ireland, I'll butcher this, I'm sorry. Bulaunacha Rahalun. And anywhere else interesting? 26 for Australia. Mamung Kuku Purang Kunchunya. Where the devil urinates, apparently is what it means. It's in the centre of the country. And then there's 43 in South Africa. Twee buffels meteen kot moordsdood gekietsfontein. I think I'll just let you look at this one for a second. It's the age of consent. Where's the lowest? So puberty is technically the lowest, but I can't see one. And then that's an interesting one in gold. Must be married, so that's Libya, Iran, Ethiopia, Somalia, oh no, sorry, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen, UAE, Qatar, Pakistan, Afghanistan. So legally must be married. And then the eldest is 19, interesting. It's difficult for me to tell the colours apart, but parts of the USA, so it's California 18? So where's 19? Maybe Turkey is a darker colour. 18? 19? So the UK is 16. The colours I find quite difficult to read in this one. Is that suggesting that Ireland is less than 18 or is it over? I can't tell. The colours were 15, 17. I think I'm a little bit speed demons. I think Germany's going to feature quite high on this. The highest speed limits around the world. So they've split Canada and the USA up, as they have Australia. So there are parts of Canada which have, I'm guessing that's quite a high one, but I can't, oh, is it not high then? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to use miles per hour because I don't get kilometers per hour. So 45 or less, oh, it must be because of the snow, surely. So in that area, it must be because of that reason. See Germany here, Germany, no limit. So the Autobahn separates into parts. If you go over a bridge, my German subscribers will help me with this. If you go over a bridge, or there are sections where it will have a speed limit, and then it just kind of goes like no speed limit, and you can just go as fast as you safely perceive. We had a conversation in the UK about it, and we decided that British drivers couldn't do that. We would just, everyone would die. It's just, we don't have the same culture and responsibility. People already, because we are 70 on motorways in the UK, and people can't be trusted at 70. Spain is 75 apparently. Yellow, so there's 60 in parts of West Africa, South Africa, Indonesia, Myanmar and Afghanistan, and also the eastern part of Canada and Peru and parts of Central America. So Alaska is 65, Texas is 85. Interesting how Texas is. Oh, unless that's, no, maybe it's 45. Is that purple? This one? I think it is. There's two purples. You can see I'm struggling with my colours here. Oh, this is such a bane being British and going abroad. No one else uses our plugs, I think, apart from Ireland. Thank God, Ireland. World plug and socket map. So, type A, which is in the US and Canada, Mexico, Central America, and Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador. You've got type C, which is in most of Europe, including Russia, Kazakhstan, the Nordics, Iceland. Type D, which is 3 holes, but circular holes. That's in Brazil, apparently. And I think that's Angola. No, that's Namibia. That's Angola. And then you've got type G, which is us lunatics by ourselves here. Which is, it's a bit weird how ours is, but this top one is the Earth. So these are the only things that have electric current, but they are closed. They're not open, so you can't stick your fingers in. Like I said, you can't trust British people to do anything. So they only open up if you have a plug that this is the sort of lock, the trapdoor, you put that in, and then the other two open up. So if you tried to put something similar in like this, it wouldn't work because they just are closed until you put this one in, which then opens a sort of trapdoor mechanism. It's weird. And New Zealand and Australia type I. What on earth is that? So it's like it's like a frowning face. And then Saudi Arabia is type J, I think. Or is it the same as the UK? It might be the same as the UK, you know. And then there's some others. Type L is a weird one. Grey. It was called Grey. I can't see any. That is a totally weird looking one. Oh, okay. I'm not going to do that one. most recurring word on each country's English Wikipedia page. So apparently in Greenland it's Denmark. Recurring word on each English Wikipedia page. Okay, so this is going to be narrow results because not everyone searched Wikipedia in English. Oh my god. However, for comedy factor, the USA's word is war. Brazil's is Portuguese. Canada's is Quebec. The USSR. Soviet is mentioned in Russia. What's Britain's? 31. Ireland. Oh, how cute. We're constantly thinking about little island. And they are thinking about state. Iceland, 26. Reykjavik, which is their capital. Aussies are talking about new. Maybe they're talking about New Zealand. 132. New Zealand are thinking about island. Not the country Ireland, but IS. Island. Okay, let's find a funny one. Oil, 14. Oh, I'm thinking about oil. Ah, Venezuela, interesting. Dutch, 17. Oh, strange. It's not even Suriname, is it? I think that one's like Guyana. Someone's thinking about, oh, that's island, it's us. 33 world. 33. Close to Britain. Oh, it's maybe Germany? Other honourable mentions, I'm going to say, it was 99, who was talking about the Russians? 99, I think it's Georgia. And Persian 107 is for Iran. And who else? Tamil for Sri Lanka. The weirdest one is Guadalcanal, which apparently is 130 with us here. I don't even know who lives there. Micronesia? 65 king, that has to be Thailand. Oh no, it's not Thailand. 65. 60, 61, 3, 65. Oh, it's, I want to say Oman. Curious. Where North Korea has embassies. So they don't have embassies in Canada and the USA, nor in Denmark, Iceland, Norway, Finland, but they do in the UK and in Sweden, in Russia, China, they don't, in South Korea obviously, or in Japan, Australia, New Zealand they don't, India they do, Sri Lanka they don't, Kazakhstan they don't. They do in Iran, in Algeria, in Egypt, in South Africa, in Nigeria, in Brazil, in Peru, in Venezuela, in Mexico, in Cuba. One in Spain as well, and Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Austria, Poland, Czech Republic. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one for your history. Former and current communist countries. So, in black is Russia, which was presidential, semi-presidential, constitutional republic. So Germany is there because at one point East Germany was in a communist country, so not West. So that was parliamentary constitutional republic. And then we got Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Poland, Belarus, the Baltic states, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Interesting that Kaliningrad is not, is that black or maybe my eyes, well, maybe it is black. Romania, the old Yugoslavia, so Bosnia, Croatia, Slovenia, Serbia, Montenegro, and also Albania, and Bulgaria, and North Macedonia, which was a parliamentary republic apparently, as was Ethiopia and Somalia. Democratic Republic of Congo was, as was Namibia, China, which is just communist, which Vietnam, and I want to say, what was that? Cambodia, I think, and then Laos, which was a constitutional monarchy. And also surprisingly Mongolia was, but also then Cuba. None of these. Large swathes of Africa and the Middle East and India, not. New Zealand and Australia, not. Okay, let's do maybe one map more. Oh, we've done world time zones on this channel previously. It's quite an interesting one. Oh yeah, this is definitely one of, I've done something similar on my maps for 3 AM, 4 AM. More people live inside of this circle than outside of it. So the population here includes India of how many billion does India have? I think it's 1 point something billion. China, which is some 1 point something billion. You've got Japan, which is 300 million or something. Indonesia, which is another 350, or is it 250 or 350? I can't remember. Million. It also has Vietnam, which is nearly 100 million. Thailand, which is nearly 100 million. So yeah, massive populations of different countries there. We also have the Philippines in here, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. Bangladesh is, for such a small country, has an enormous population. Good couple of 100 million. And Mongolia is in there, but by proxy really, it's not really on the list. Oh, look at this then. I haven't seen, so I knew that fact, but I haven't seen this. Also, inside this circle is the highest mountain, which is in Everest. K2 is around here-ish, I want to say. The deepest ocean trench, the Mariana Trench, I think that must be around here-ish. More Muslims than outside of it. So people often think that Saudi Arabia, Egypt, even Iran have the highest number of Muslims in the world, but actually that's incorrect. It's Indonesia that is the most populous Muslim country in the world. And because this line also contains parts of Pakistan, parts of the Punjab, and the Xinjiang province, part of China, and a section of Kazakhstan, and just bordering on Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan, and a little bit of Afghanistan, so yeah, Pakistan as well as that. So there are lots of Muslims in that area. Also Malaysia, Brunei, and parts of the Philippines. More Hindus inside than out of it, due to mostly India, but also I believe Thailand and Bali, part of Indonesia. The island of Bali around here-ish is a major Buddhist country, or Buddhist actually, that actually is for Buddhists, sorry. So say more Buddhists inside than out of it, more communists inside than out of it. We just looked at that map. One of the largest, least densely populated countries in the world, Mongolia. Yeah, that's what I said, it's in by proxy. 2 people per kilometre squared. So if it's just because it's a circle, if you were drawing a line, it would be excluded because it's very sparsely populated. Okay, cool way to end the video. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed it, found it interesting, but more than that, I hope you found it relaxing. If I spouted any nonsense, then please correct me in the comment section. I'm more than happy to be corrected when I say some ridiculous things that either I think are true or just I say them incorrectly and I meant something different. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and click like, click subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out my Patreon for extra videos like this every month, exclusively on that platform that never get released on YouTube. And yeah, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching.